Steve Harvey's marriage is so sweet that it makes even the most sugary rom-com taste bitter. Apparently, that's what happens when you finally land the one that got away. But that doesn't mean that he and his wife Marjorie haven't also endured a whole lot of drama. Here are some strange things about this fascinating power couple. Steve and Marjorie's love story is what fairy tales are made of. They're proof that love at first sight can exist, even if it takes years to find your way together. The pair originally met in 1987 at a comedy club in Memphis where Steve was performing. Marjorie entered the club late and crawled into the front row during the middle of his set. He gave her one look, stopped the show, and announced from the stage, "Lady, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to marry you one day." Marjorie wasn't immediately taken, but she said she did realize he was the one a few weeks after dating. But then he disappeared.
But I was becoming homeless, and so we only dated for a year, and I didn't have the money, so I never drove back to see her. I got the show on the Apollo in '91. I made some money. It was too late. She had got married. Then I got married.
The pair reportedly reconnected after Harvey's 2005 divorce. When he found out that Marjorie was also divorced, he took a private plane to Memphis the very next day, and they've been together ever since. Steve and Marjorie are somehow always, yet never, on the brink of divorce. The tabloids absolutely adore hurling Splitsville rumors at the longtime couple. In 2018, Radar claimed that their pal Kris Jenner was in the middle of their $400 million divorce drama. It should be noted, though, that Steve only has an estimated $160 million net worth. Apparently, Marjorie walked out because Steve was keeping up with the Kardashian momager a little too well. But Marjorie and Jenner were seen smiling together on a boat in Italy that same year, thus putting the kibosh on that rumor. Radar was back on the rumor mill in 2019 when it claimed that Steve was on a secret mission to liquidate his assets before splitting from his wife. He allegedly put 4 of his Texas homes on the market, 2 of which sold for around $2 million. He reportedly transferred ownership of another property in Texas to be solely in his own name, thus leaving Marjorie in the dust. But all this conjecture hasn't led to any actual separation. With all the divorce rumors raining on the Harveys' parade, you'd think they'd be a little bit sour, but Steve and Marjorie seem rock solid. The pair has even maintained a pretty good sense of humor about all the dirt surrounding them. In a May 2019 Instagram video, they dispelled divorce rumors by joking about the tabloids with Steve's son Broderick, who tells his parents he heard online that they were getting a divorce.
But if you leaving, when was you gonna tell me?
I didn't know I was leaving. I just found out I was leaving.
I just read it online.
I read it too.
Though the Harveys have managed to shake a laugh out of all those divorce rumors, they can't help but feel a little annoyed about serving as constant tabloid fodder. As Steve told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, "I'm sick of it. They act like I don't have family. They act like my kids can't read. They don't care. They just go out to destroy people with no facts behind it." Steve and Marjorie are proud grandparents to 5 grandchildren, and they certainly spoil their brood. In an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Steve admitted that Marjorie is all in with being called Nana, but he'd prefer if his offspring's offspring called him Big Pimpin', although Marjorie won't allow it. Either way, Big Pimpin' would do anything for his crew, even if that means somehow being convinced to buy his grandkids an $8,500 TP. Though Steve might enjoy spoiling his grandchildren with expensive gifts, he admitted in another interview with Ellen that he wasn't as happy as other grandparents are. As he put it, "I don't really get it." He was kind of looking forward to having an empty house, especially after raising 7 children, but the grandkids were almost always around, and Marjorie was the one encouraging the sleepovers.
Say it, that's almost it. Say Big Pimpin'. There you go. Big Pimpin'. Don't let them stop you.
There is no love story without some conflict, and the Harveys have plenty of it. The pair has navigated a few public scandals that involve Steve's ex-wife, Mary L. Vaughn, whom he was married to for 9 years before their 2005 divorce. In 2017, she filed a $60 million lawsuit aimed at her famous ex. According to Us Weekly, Vaughn sued Steve for literally murdering her soul. According to her allegations in the legal documents, soul murder is achieved by a combination of torture, deprivation, and brainwashing. Vaughn accused the talk show host of threatening her, manipulating her, causing emotional distress and severe mental suffering. She also accused Steve of kidnapping their son when he was 8 years old. Ultimately, the lawsuit was dismissed. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.